And then I have a huge sweet tooth. So trying to figure out how to incorporate all of those foods that I love, but in a way where I don't have to cut out anything. I just need to find that good balance of moderation. And over time, all of it worked. I had started from 270 pounds and lost 70 pounds since I started Nerd Fitness coaching.
I'd been off and on with varying dieting and exercise programs since probably high school with varying amounts of success. A lot of it centered around nutrition, what I should be eating, where there's a lot of health brands that market something as being healthy, but is that actually healthy and what I should be eating? And then there's so many different dieting programs out there like keto and paleo and Whole30 and high fat, low carb, magnetically enhanced water. I don't know which one is the right one for me. And then in terms of workouts, I would search for a beginner workout program and would start with, oh, just do 10 push-ups. I can't do a push-up. Oh, that's fine, just do 10 knee push-up variations. I can't do that either. So I never really had a workout program that would come down to the level that I needed to start at.
I had just come home from Christmas break after eating all of the really, really good Christmas foods, and stepped on the scale again and went, all right, that's another 10 pounds. You just take a look in the mirror and think, oh man, something has to change. I've been large for pretty much my whole life, and to think, oh man, can I actually change any of my habits to make a difference? I had to find some kind of a program that was different than before and that I could actually stick with. So I'm a huge gamer nerd, and I ended up Google searching how to make fitness like a video game. And up popped Nerd Fitness. And I looked at that and went, all right, Nerd Fitness, what's in this? And I dug through a lot of the articles, and what I found was a lot of structure and encouragement and just straightforward information, along with all the little gifts that Steve likes to put in there that I just thought was really, really cool. The coaching program just kind of appealed to me. Having someone that could help me navigate this strange world of fitness, and someone who I could just be accountable to, who would share in all of my little victories and also support me in any of my failures when I need a little bit more help. And mostly I just wanted to make an investment in myself, that maybe if I spent some money on this, that I would be committed in the long term. And that's kind of what happened. Way back when I had started was right at the start of the pandemic, when just all of the gyms were closed. So that wasn't a possibility. So my coach put together some body weight workouts that I could just do from my apartment at home. And that's where I started from doing. I mentioned I couldn't do push-ups, so I started doing wall push-ups. Start as simple as you could possibly get. But previously, I would have tried to do something way outside of what I was actually capable of doing, and would just probably fail and then get discouraged and quit. And the wall push-ups turned into incline push-ups, turned into my first knee push-up. It was such a great feeling, turned into a full push-up. One of the first times I realized I was actually seeing results was getting that first knee push-up. I'd never been able to do anything close to that before, and was finally realizing, oh, I'm actually seeing results, which was an incredible feeling. And now I'm just doing like diamond push-ups, or I'm doing a push-up on top of a medicine ball. And it's been crazy to see. And then from the nutrition side, just started super simple, where my first task was eat 4 servings of vegetables a day. Just get in the habit of incorporating vegetables into every meal. And then from there, it was starting to swap out little things here and there in a very sustainable way, like swapping out almond milk for regular milk, or swapping out a wrap at lunch instead of a sandwich. These little things just made it so sustainable and like it wasn't even happening. And then I started delving into the world of tracking macros, which my coach helped me guide me through, of like, this is how much protein you want to shoot for per day, and this is how many carbs. And it would have been such a complicated world of like, how do I balance all of this trying to hit a certain number of calories? And then I have a huge sweet tooth. So trying to figure out how to incorporate all of those foods that I love, but in a way where I don't have to cut out anything. I just need to find that good balance of moderation. And over time, all of it worked. I had started from 270 pounds and lost 70 pounds since I started Nerd Fitness coaching. My crazy never gonna happen goal was to fit a size extra large t-shirt, and this is a size medium. So it was just really cool seeing just that slow, consistent progress that I got to stick with. And then when things started opening back up, there's a small fitness center at my apartment with just like a rack of dumbbells. And my coach guided me through, okay, here's how to do each of these different movements. And I would send form checks to make sure that everything looked good. Helping me avoid any kind of injury or anything. And I kept progressing there, eventually doing things like deadlifts where I was maxing out the weight of the dumbbells that were available. And that's when I had to take the next step to the big university gym that I had available. And that was one of the most anxiety-inducing things I've done, going to this gigantic gym with a lot of very muscular people and just feeling like I have no idea what I'm doing. But my coach kind of helped me through not only how to do the movements, but also the anxieties surrounding it. And I went back again and again and again and guided me through how to do all of the barbell workouts, like the back squat, the deadlift, things that I would have no idea how to do correctly just on my own. And then I started seeing a lot of really cool results, and now I can squat and deadlift more than my own body weight. And I can talk about all the different strength victories that I've seen in terms of numbers of what can I push, pull, lift. But I think one of the bigger victories is just how much confidence I've gained in myself, where I can walk into the gym with all of the muscular people and be like, I deserve to be here just as much as anybody else. Not because I'm also like getting stronger, but just mentally having that confidence in myself, which has been really, really satisfying to develop. In terms of habit building, one thing I learned very quickly is that motivation is a terrible motivator, where if you're relying on that just feeling of, oh yeah, I want to work out today, it's going to be a struggle. One thing I had to do was say, okay, today is Monday. I have a little task on my app that says you have a workout on Monday. Therefore, I'm the type of person who works out 3 days a week, 4 days a week, and just do it regardless of if you want to or not. I'm currently a chemistry grad student, so life can get very busy and very stressful. So there are definitely days where the last thing I want to do is go to the gym and do a workout. But I learned that doing something is always better than doing nothing. So if I could just convince myself to get to the gym, even if I did half a workout, that's 50% more of a workout than I would have done if I had just stayed home. And then in terms of nutrition, developing that habit of just incorporating vegetables into every meal. Now it's just, I do it without thinking, of just overload every meal I can with lower calorie vegetables, because then I can eat way more of it for lower calories. And now it's just without thinking, oh yeah, I throw in 3 different vegetables into my stir fry or anything like that. Whether you decide to take the first steps on your fitness journey, or maybe you've been traveling on this road for a while, there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs. And sometimes you're gonna have to say no to your present self in favor of your future self. And your future self is going to thank you for that. It may seem really tough now, but it's definitely worth it in the future. But you are going to trip up. You're going to have those days where you miss a workout, or where you eat a little bit too much of something that you really, really like. But I think you have to have that grace for yourself to recognize that something didn't go according to plan, but then having the grace to pick yourself back up and just move on to the next day, and it's going to be better. You can focus a lot on the nutrition and the exercise aspects of fitness, but don't ignore the mindset portion. Find that big why, that motivation that's going to keep you going when things get really tough. My own was that I want to look in the mirror and feel proud of what I see. And then a portion that I added a little bit later was I want to be that inspiration for others to start their fitness journey. I've had a lot of friends and family who've also seen a lot of success in terms of weight loss or strength gaining or anything like that. They say it's just because I was kind of the spark that set them off. So I want to continue my own journey so that other people might continue theirs. I've been with Nerd Fitness Coaching for a little over 2 years now, and it's been a really amazing time. It's been kind of fun thinking back on my 2-year journey here, and all of this, I really have to thank Coach Taylor and the rest of the Nerd Fitness community. I've gained so much from this in terms of strength, both external, like, oh yeah, I can deadlift so much, but also internal strength of just the confidence that I've gained in myself, which is something that I'm gonna take with me for a lifetime.